मैक्सिमम 15-20% का खर्चा आएगा। अगर आपको मेरे पे भरोसा है तो मुझे आप मानिए मुझे दे दो कंसाइनमेंट पे, मैं आपको 20% डिस्काउंट में आपके माल बेच के दे दूंगा। $100,000 का मामला था। नॉर्मली जो होता है वो कोई सप्लायर इतना भरोसा नहीं करेगा कि मेरे से ब्रोकर को $100,000 दे देगा, लेकिन बिकॉज अगेन ऑफ कोविड रिलेशन वेयर ट्रांसपेरेंसी वाज देयर, the business was always done with credibility. He said, Rizwan, I'm taking the risk and I'm giving you $100,000 for consignment, but please ensure मुझे 3 महीने के अंदर मुझे $80,000 वापस कर देना। हम वो माल लेके गए हमारे दोस्त के पास, I took it to my friend वेयर हाउस, वहाँ पे भी उसको पूरा ब्रश से वुड को साफ किया, रीबंडल किया, उसको दुल्हन की तरह वापस सजाया और मार्केट के हम उस मार्केट को 100,000 के जगह पे $110,000 में बेचा। जो टोटल खर्चा आया उसके अंदर मुझे 10% का, तो टोटल मेरा प्रॉफिट हो गया $20,000 का। हमने कहा यार ये तो बहुत अच्छा बिजनेस है ट्रेडिंग, ब्रोकरेज में 1% 2% मिलता है, बायर की मेहनत करो, सेलर की मेहनत करो, और कभी कोई प्रॉब्लम हो जाए तो दोनों तरफ से बढ़ा जाए हमारी। हम ट्रेडिंग करना चाहेंगे। अभी ट्रेडिंग करने के लिए पैसे चाहिए, पैसे तो थे नहीं हमारे पास, तो देन जिस सप्लायर जिससे हम काम करते थे तो सारे को हमने अप्रोच किया, देखो बॉस आप अगर भरोसा कर सकते हो तो $25,000 $50,000 $1,00,000 का माल हमको कंसाइनमेंट में दे दो, हम माल आपको बेच के वापस करेंगे। ट्रस्ट मी ये पॉसिबल नहीं होता है, कोई भी आपको $25-50 या $1,00,000 का माल नहीं देता जबकि when the time you don't have anything, it is impossible. And it can only happen provided you're dealing with that suppliers are there on a long-term basis or a credibility basis where आप उसको मिसगाइड नहीं किया, टाइम पे उसका काम करके दिया, तो ये काम हो सकता है। तो I would feel के if you want to be successful in business, it's not an overnight. You have to have that credibility, and that is the only reason people can trust you.
So I think we've gone through the journey of his childhood, his life in Kuwait, breaking point, UAE calling, makes his first break, decides to move from the brokerage business into trading, where the margin goes from 1% to 20%. So few points we learned from this is, when you're struggling, never give up. And one quality struck your mind about Rizwan Bhai is having that grace under stress and in difficult times. If you don't have the grace and courage to deal with the situation, then you don't make it. And you can see from all these examples, it's time and time again, he goes through it and he makes it again. So because we have to draw that point for us to learn. So जो उनकी grace है मैंने देखा, and a lot of the successful people globally and rich people, you see, some of the characteristics they have. Number one is the hard work. And I still know him, he works 18 hours a day if it's required. It's not the inheritance, it's not बाप दादा की स्ट्रेट आजकल कोई वैल्यू नहीं है. But hard work counts. Second thing is education, formal or informal. Rizwan Bhai is not a civil engineer, he's not an MBA, but he learned on the job. And that experience counts by itself. Rizwan Bhai की एक और बात होता है, rich people are very frugal and thrifty, which is a good quality. It's different than कंजूसी. तो मैं रिजवान भाई के यहाँ गया था, ऑफिस में, घर पे नहीं गया था, तो बोले क्या लेंगे, बोला I would take cappuccino, तो बोले यहाँ पे सिर्फ टी या कॉफी मिलती है. So that's an example of thriftiness because he gives 2 choices, so you don't have 10 choices. As an example, he will personally come and see you at the reception. There are not 10 people taking you to Rizwan Bhai. Simplest things. If you were to send you a car, I'm not a celebrity, you will make sure it's a simple style car. So that simplicity and frugality matters to every one of us. और हमारी जैन community में ऐसा ही है. So I wanted to bring this point that we take on the journey. So that leap that you had from now 20,000 to 100,000, so when did it go into billions and other product lines? So जरा हमको इसका example दीजिए.
सेम काम चलते रहा, तो सप्लायर्स माल देते रहे कंसाइनमेंट पे, तो then I approached one of the banks. I said, banks please मुझे थोड़ा सा credit line दे दो. I remember the first bank मुझे credit line दिया was Habib Bank, that was the first bank. And orders मेरे पास थे, लेकिन बैंक फैसिलिटी नहीं होती. As a young entrepreneur, a lot of people I'm sure must have faced this situation कि हमको ये भी करना है, वो भी करना है, लेकिन बैंक की फैसिलिटी हमारे पास कम होती है. तो same situation पे I was also struggling. I used to go to the bank कि सर ये आपने फैसिलिटी दे दी है, एलसी खुल गई, लेकिन मेरे पास और एक ऑर्डर है. तो मुझे याद है अभी बैंक एलवी ब्रिज के अंदर मैं जाता था उनके पास और एक एलसी खुलाने के लिए, तो मुझे बिठा के रखते थे 2-3 घंटा, और फिर बुला देते अभी कल तो तेरी एक एलसी खुली थी. मैंने कहा सर कल खुली थी, लेकिन देखो नया एलपी आया, नया ऑर्डर लेना है मुझे. तो बड़ी मुश्किल से हाथ मिलते करके वो दूसरी HDFC खुला था, तो that's how we started. then उसके बाद दूसरे HSBC बैंक से मुलाकात हुई और ऐसा ऐसा छोटा-छोटा बैंक से फैसिलिटीज मिलने लगी मुझे। और उसके बाद हमने नोटिस किया कि चलो एक ब्रांच जो हमारा है यहाँ पे दुबई के अंदर उससे कुछ होगा नहीं, we have to grow, we have to go multiple branches. So the second branch was opened in Abu Dhabi. उसके बाद थर्ड हमने शारजाह में ब्रांच खोला. Again same formula, working, hiring the sales people, bringing in items, different locations. We went to Qatar, we went to Bahrain, we went to Saudi Arabia. But एक कंपनी में एक फॉर्मूला, एक पॉलिसी बना के रखी थी कि in the building material, lot of people are doing the business, but we need to create something different in the building material. So सेल्समैन लोग को ये सिखाया गया था कि अगर आपको कोई इंक्वायरी आती है तो प्लीज आप नोटबुक में लिखो और एवरी वीक वी हैव अ मीटिंग कि आपको कौन सी चीज की इंक्वायरी आई, और जो चीज हमारी नहीं थी तो वो परचेज डिपार्टमेंट में हम बोलते थे कि देखो ये इंक्वायरी 4 बार आ चुकी है तो ये आइटम हमारे पास होना चाहिए। तो ग्रेजुअली एवरी मंथ वी यूज्ड टू कीप ऑन एडिंग मोर एंड मोर आइटम्स एवरी मंथ। उस तरह से the USP कंपनी की ये होगी कि आज we have 25,000 products under one roof and we have 40 locations across the GCC. So this was only possible because gradually we took the steps of moving globally, but other than the other building material जो यहाँ पे है, every building material company is involved in कोई steel में है, कोई cement में है, कोई लकड़ी के अंदर है, but as a Danube building material you will find everything under one roof. As a company in the other building material company, they are either in one particular location, either Saudi Arabia में होंगे, या दुबई में होंगे, अबू धाबी होंगे. But Danube is the only company who is spread out in the whole of the region. So we have a USP के number of products. As a customer क्या होता है कि एक दुकान में उसको जाना होता है तो जहाँ पे उसको सारा चीज मिल जाता है. So that is the biggest USP that we have everything under one roof. The customer finds it very easy to buy from us, and we are spread out in a lot of locations. So that is also that customer के house के पास हम लोग हैं. So that is the reason we are able to grow and expand.
So I think one point if you can say on the success mantra, as you gone through the journey from 1992 now we're into 2015, what would be that success mantra that our entrepreneurs or community can learn from? क्या सिखा सकते हैं?
सक्सेस मंत्र एक ही था कि दिन रात दिमाग बिजनेस में लगा रहता था, दिन रात काम बिजनेस के लिए करते थे, और एक स्टेप्स जिसको बोलते हैं कैलकुलेटिव रिस्क, जो मैं समझता हूँ मोस्ट ऑफ दी एसएमईज जो 1 मिलियन दिरहम कमा लेते हैं और वो 1 मिलियन से 1 मिलियन पे क्यों नहीं पहुंचते यार, क्यों उसको टाइम लगता है? बिकॉज ऑफ दी कैलकुलेटिव रिस्क विच इज रिक्वायर्ड टू टेक, वो शायद वो नहीं लेते, या कोई डेलीगेशन, बिकॉज अगर आपको एक दुकान से 40 दुकान करना है तो आपको पीपल के ऊपर ट्रस्ट करना होगा, उनको डेलीगेट करना होगा और फिर आगे बढ़ सकते हो। तो नॉर्मली हमारा मेंटलिटी जो मेजोरिटी ऑफ द मेंटलिटी क्या होती है, यार एक दुकान अपना चल रहा है, 50,000 लाख रुपए 2 लाख रुपए हम कमा रहे हैं, 1 मिलियन फिर हम कमा लिए साल के अंदर, तो वो काफी हमारे लिए। अगर दूसरे आदमी को धंधा सिखाऊंगा तो धंधा सीख लेगा, अपना धंधे अपनी फिर पैर पे कुल्हाड़ी मारेगा, उसको क्यों मैं धंधा सिखाऊं? वो ठीक है, पैर पे कोई उसमें से 10 आदमी सिखाओगे तो 2 आदमी कुल्हाड़ी भी मारोगे, लेकिन तुम्हारा ग्रोथ तुम क्यों रोको? तो मैं चाहता हूँ कि मैं समझता हूँ कि ये अगर आगे बढ़ना है तो अंडरस्टैंडिंग द पावर ऑफ डेलीगेशन, अंडरस्टैंडिंग लाइक आज की तारीख एज ऑफ नाउ टुडे इन माय कंपनी आई डोंट डू द बाइंग, आई डोंट डू द सेलिंग, इट्स ऑल गिवन टू एवरीबॉडी, इवन द चेक्स आर majority of the checks are being signed by the other people, and my job is only strategizing and trusting the people and allowing them to do the business. So that's the only way you can grow in the business.
Talking about the people, so one thing you can say is, his first employer was his wife, Mrs. Sajan, and then the company is 20,000 people. So there is another ability of hiring good people, developing good people, and keeping them on board for long time retention.
Absolutely.
So आप कैसे करते हो? What is the process that you go through in moving these people and keeping them in the times of attrition?
See, the majority of the people who are grown or handling my major portfolio are not the big chartered accountants or MBAs hired from outside. Most of the people who are into the bigger position in my company have grown from scratch. Like we have a department in our company identifying the right talent inside the company. उसका काम ये होता है कि महीने में 1 या 2 या 3 आदमी को ढूंढ के लाना है, सर ये बंदा ये this person is working in this position, but he can be upgraded into this position. Like a worker can be upgraded into a supervisor position, a supervisor can be upgraded into a foreman position, a foreman can be upgraded into a salesman, and a sales manager and branch manager and vice versa. So we have this in-house hunting talent hunting in our company. So I know that एक forklift driver जो है वो आज की तारीख में मेरा branch manager है, एक store keeper है वो मेरा country manager है, and this is how we bring the people from the down and allow them the responsibility. तो loyalty भी उनकी बनी रहती है, and they know the systems of the company from the zero to the everything, and that's how we are able to grow it.
Yes. I think I must move to a very simpler, lighter note that all of us can relate to, the people who are married. हमारे लोग अक्सर बोलते हैं मुझे टाइम नहीं फैमिली के लिए, काम बहुत चल रहा है, वेरी बिजी, टू बिजी. सो नोइंग योर बिजनेस, हाउ डू यू मैनेज बिटवीन वर्क एंड फैमिली, लाइक गिविंग टाइम टू योर सन एंड टू योर वाइफ, हाउ डज इट वर्क आउट?
I think it's basically अपने nature के ऊपर होता है. I do work. I'm not saying I don't work. I work very hard. But at the same time, I love to party. I mean, people who are from Dubai, they would know that Rizwan is always a social people. He's available in many parties, and you can see many parties. So I like to meet people. I love to be associated with them. So it's a question of what you like. And if you like something, you like working, you work. You like parties, you go to the party. So it's not that difficult. We don't have to work for 24 hours. The 8-10 घंटे काम करके बाकी enjoy yourself. Weekend we have Friday and Saturday to enjoy over here. So there's a lot of time to even go out. We go out on holidays every year. We go out on a religious holiday. Also we go on a cruise. We have some friends. We go together where for 10 days we go together. Then me and my wife sometimes we travel together. So there's a lot of time to spend with the family and also around.
So even with this empire, he has that time. So it's about the efficiency and the speed at which he can do it. So I think we should have all the times as well, because we are not even managing that level of business. So that was the trend I was trying to make across. It is a very difficult question और आपको मैं पूछूंगा. 2008-9, the Dubai crash. People left the car at the airport. A lot of people left the country, never came back. You are still here, so I'm sure you didn't leave the country and ran away. So how did you manage to 2009 meltdown and crash down? We were 120 days for the payment terms. You were selling the stuff, you will not get the money for 120 days. कैसे बनाया आपने?
It was a very, to be honest, very difficult situation for all of us over here. Because there was a situation where I remember, especially in my company also, payment customer से नहीं आ रहा था. Material जो हमने order किया था, वो continuously आ रहा था. Because customer से payment नहीं आ रहा था, तो उसको नया माल हम नहीं दे पा रहे थे. So the warehouses were being filled, the banks were after me. Rizwan पैसा ला हमारा, customer पैसा नहीं दे रहे हैं मुझे. I remember एक bank, I wouldn't want to name because I know there are few bankers there in this. One bank came to me and they told me, Rizwan, I need my money. I said, boss, I will give you money, but I am not able to pay you now. So, थोड़ी सी गर्मा-गर्मी चालू हो गई ना, your default date and all that. तो हमने खींचे में एक चाबी थी, उसको निकाल के बैंकर के सामने रख दिया. मैंने कहा, बॉस देखो, हमने कुछ भी गलत काम नहीं किया है. उधर वो अमेरिका में लेमन ब्रदर्स ने सारा कुछ कर दिया, उसके तकलीफ हमको आगे नहीं चाहिए. हमने ना कोई एक्स्ट्रा माल मंगाया है, ना कोई गलत कस्टमर को दिया हुआ है, ना कोई गलत माल मंगाया है. बॉस अचानक अगर मार्केट अगर चेंज हो सकती है तो मैं क्या कर सकता हूँ? अगर आपको लगता है कि आप मेरे से बेटर बिजनेस मैनेज कर सकते हो तो ये कंपनी आपके हवाले कर रहा हूँ, आपके पैसे आप ले लो और मैनेज करो. बट अगर आपको भरोसा है मेरे से तो थोड़ा सा टाइम दे दीजिए. 6-8 महीने साल के अंदर हम आपको पैसे आपके वापस कर देंगे. तो बैंक हैड नो अदर ऑप्शन. बोले इसको अंदर करेंगे तो क्या करेंगे, पैसा भी नहीं मिलेगा हमको. बेटर विल लेट हिम मैनेज द कंपनी बिकॉज़ ही न्यू दैट नथिंग हैड डन. इट्स जस्ट दैट वी शोड दैट कि कस्टमर जो अच्छा कस्टमर था पैसे नहीं दे रहा तो उसको नए माल आ रहा. जो मैंने ऑर्डर किया वो माल नहीं रुक सकता बिकॉज़ एलसी स्कूल ही वो माल आ रहा है. तो वी आर इन अ टाइट सिचुएशन वेयर कैश लिक्विडिटी जैसे मोस्ट ऑफ द कंपनी वेंट टू it. But luckily क्या हुआ था, because of the processes we had in our company where the credit what we were giving it to the customers was all very much controlled. Second thing, we also had an insurance of our whatever material we give on credit. So number one, because of the processes we had in control, मुझे जब ये crisis आया था मुझे लगा कि कम से कम 100-200 मिलियन का अपने को इस साल में write off करना होगा. But surprisingly जैसे जैसे मार्केट बेटर हो गई, काफी सारे पैसे आ गए. And the money we lost, I remember जो इंश्योरेंस को हम लोग प्रीमियम देते थे अगेंस्ट द claim which we made from the insurance company at that particular time, the premium was more than the claim which we had made. And I believe that is only because of the processes and the control which we had. So we survived that situation very well. Immediately we started paying all the banks, everything started falling in well in place. And at that particular time, I remember we had started a new concept of Danube Billmart, which is the Danube Home. जो हमारा एक business होता है Danube Billing Mutual, which we supply to the contractors and the interior designers and all that. But we had conceived a business where I wanted to create one full shopping center for a person like you and me, where if you have a house, कि आपको अगर घर के अंदर फर्नीचर खरीदना है, वॉलपेपर खरीदना है, बाथरूम चेंज करना है, दरवाजा चेंज करना है, खिड़की चेंज करनी है, तो एक पूरा कॉन्सेप्ट बनाना था. तो वो कॉन्सेप्ट हमने चालू कर दिया था. उस वक्त रिसेशन आ गया था, लेकिन we went ahead and we started our first showroom in Rasal Khema, and that worked out very well because that is the need of the market, that is the need of the requirement in this market, and also I believe in India, because you want as a customer or as a layman कि जब आपका घर बनेगा तो एवरी चीज आपको एक ही जगह में मिल जाए, जैसे इलेक्ट्रॉनिक मिल जाता है, आपको फर्नीचर मिल जाता है, तो सारा बिल घर का सामान एक ही जगह में मिल जाए. So that concept worked very well. So even during the recession we were able to grow and multiply with that Danube Home का concept हमने जो चालू किया.
Again, talking about the successful points, that mental toughness in recession, have the population left, especially the people who own the money, but the mental toughness and the ability to make those timely decisions made the Danube grow even bigger, even times of recession, and they grew from number of businesses. And that's again another ability, going from strength to strength on all the fields. So, when they say sky is the limit, what is the limit for you next stage, next 5 years? When would you like to
now everything was good, so we decided after 2012, 2013 के अंदर when the Expo 2013 के अंदर जब Expo 2020 announce हुआ, market stabilize हुआ, तो why not we go into the property development. So we started a new company which is called Danube Properties, जहाँ पे we are developing the buying the plots, developing the whole and selling it to the customers over here. Because what we realized, 85 to 90% of this is very important for all the Indian people who are here, the developers here, who want to understand. 85 to 90% of the population, expat population, is still staying on rental. And there is a huge ROI because the rental income is almost 10% of your property value. That means if your property value is 1 million dirham, you are paying 100,000 dirham as your rental income. So your recovery for any layman is maximum in 10 years you can get back your invested money. So that's what we realized, that there is a huge gap here where a lot of people are staying in a rented apartment. So why not offer them an affordable housing? So we went into the segment of affordable housing where we are offering a customer a house of 450,000, 500,000 dirhams. And that was well accepted in the market. And we had 4 projects so far, the Dreams, Blitz 1, Blitz 2, Blitz 3, Blitz 4. And all these projects was very successfully taken in the market. And we are
Rizwan, they remind me of something very simple. So we have the business line in the new era e-commerce, where we have people like Farinder who came in today and says, instead of buying a regular bus ticket, I will put it through e-commerce. So we have people like Narayan Murthy. But we still have people like Rizwan Sajan, who was 4th class educated, went to as a gas engineer, came back to India, and not knowing anything about engineering, he built the largest ever refinery in the world. India has the largest refinery that you can ever think of in the world and state of the art. So Dhirubhai was going to make a decision here that जो जहाँ पे refinery थे, it was not the earthquake zone, but he said I want it to be built as a earthquake proof, and he spent extra 500 million to $1 billion that time. And 3 years later there was an earthquake, but they survived, and the refinery was almost $20 million. What I see with Rizwan Bhai is another Dhirubhai Ambani in a different era, in a different field. Man lives without the father, goes to another country. Somebody, all of us can relate to. हम लोग trading में हैं, commodity में हैं. उनसे बात करते तो पता भी नहीं चलेगा कि this is the man who is the chairman of the Danube Group. It's such a simple approach. Give him one round of applause. So, behind every successful man there is a woman, and they don't know Mrs. Samira Rizwan. So what roles he has played in shaping of the company, shaping you, shaping the children, and managing their family part?
Samira has been a very
Hello.
important role in my family.
पूरो तुम लोग चले जाओ.
She's the one who has really helped me being whatever today.
हाँ, तुम लोग निकल जाओ.
Because like I said, she was the first employee of my company.
नहीं है तो तुम लोग निकल जाओ. किसके साथ जाना वो देख लेना. हाँ 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 ठीक है हाँ ठीक है.
But most importantly was she, initially when you have to work, I used to work for 14 hours and 16 hours a week. She never टाइम नहीं दे most of the time travel कर रहे हो, स्कूल पर काम कर रहे हो, मुझे ध्यान नहीं दे रहे हो. तो ये बहुत सपोर्ट किया फैमिली को एकदम, मदर को, मेरे my son who is also now managing my daily home operations, the way she has grown him up. So it's because of her only today, whatever I read, and she's a very religious and very pious people who know her, praying 5 times a day. So, I always believe कि काम तो बहुत लोग करते हैं, हार्डवर्क भी बहुत लोग करते हैं, लेकिन एक लक जो इम्पोर्टेंट चीज़ है, वो ऊपर वाला किसी को देता है. मैं समझता हूँ जो मुझे लक मिला उसमें सवेरा का बहुत बड़ा हाथ है.
So last but not least important question, then I'm going to open the floor for a few questions, and that is हमारी जो business community है, इनके लिए आपको एक है तो advice देना है to carry on what they do, to succeed, to become even more successful. What advice would you give to this community that has come from India, from UAE, and from North Africa, and what more they can work with you as a Jain community in doing business with them, besides buying your building material?
I personally feel that advice to मैं आप लोगों को क्या दूंगा